what are the best things to do for pre-workout and what are the best things to do for post-workout. But regardless, at the end of the day, you got to keep in mind everyone's going to be a little different. Everyone's body is going to react differently to different diets. So when it comes down to is you, what works best for you to eat before your workout and what works best for you to eat after a workout. And once you find what works, stick with it. What's up, everyone? David here. Got a new video for y'all today. But before we get into it, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you don't miss on any new videos. Because remember, new videos on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So don't miss out. Now today we're going to be going over pre and post workout nutrition. I know there's a lot of information out there. You should be eating this, you should be eating that. Before workout, this is when you want to be high in this, and then you don't want to eat this before your workout, or no, after your workout, anabolic window. Obviously you want to eat a lot of this. You only got 30 minutes to get this much protein. Now, there's just so much information out there. And for someone who's a beginner or maybe doesn't know too much about nutrition, it could be a little overwhelming to know, well, exactly how much food am I supposed to eat, what types of foods before my workout, okay, after my workout, how far out should I drink my protein shake? There's just so much out there. So today, I'm just gonna dumb it down. We're gonna simplify it. What are the best things to do for pre-workout and what are the best things to do for post-workout? But regardless, at the end of the day, you gotta keep in mind, everyone's gonna be a little different. Everyone's body is gonna react differently to different diets. So when it comes down to is you, what works best for you to eat before your workout and what works best for you to eat after a workout. And once you find what works, stick with it. So here we have my breakfast time actually. So I got a little bit of everything here. We got a little bit of eggs with some tomatoes, some onion. You know, I'm Mexican, that's kind of what we do. The only thing that's missing is a jalapeno. Now we got some potatoes with some bell peppers, more onions, and then we got some breakfast sausages right here. So we got a little bit of everything. And then we're gonna go ahead and down it with a nice cup, or I should say big cup, of just cold black coffee. That's good right there, nice and cold. So for me, it's going to be a little different. I'm going to be telling you what works for me along with what I believe will work for, majority of people. I would like to say that certain foods are associated with certain times of the day. For example, when we think of breakfast foods, we think of pancakes, we think of eggs, sausage, bacon. You don't typically eat those type of things for dinner. So depending on what time of the day that you're working out, that will also determine what type of foods you will eat. Because like I said, there's still certain foods that we wouldn't eat for dinner, but it's pretty common to eat them for breakfast. So if you work on the evening, obviously you might not eat what are typically breakfast foods, and vice versa. If you're someone who works on the morning, like myself, I'm not going to be eating what typically would be a dinner food for breakfast. It should go unexplained. So I want to go ahead and start off by saying you really want to prioritize the three macronutrients. That be your protein, carbs, and fats. What exactly do each one do? The protein one is obvious, especially if you're someone who works out. You know you need it to build muscle, and that's what gives you the gains, the muscle mass that you're trying to grow. The carbs also are very important. Carbs are not the enemies. Everyone says, "Oh no, watch your carbs. You shouldn't be eating too much carbs." No, no, no. Carbs are not the enemy. Carbs are your body's fuel source. That's the gasoline that you put in the car. Your body needs carbs to help fuel you through a workout. Now, as for fats, again, same thing. It is a fuel source. Your body needs it for energy. So you shouldn't be neglecting the three macronutrients. Unless you have a very specific diet or you have special needs, you have some type of condition, some type of disease, and maybe you're limited to how much of each one you can eat, then yeah, in that case, maybe you need to eliminate a certain group. But in general, for the common folk like yourself, like myself, we need all three, all right? There's nothing wrong with all of those. And that's actually why I purposely am eating this meal right here, because it has a little bit of everything. It's got your protein, your carbs, and your fats. It's got your proteins, obviously, from the egg whites and the eggs, and it's got the protein from the breakfast sausages. It has your carbs from the potatoes, and it also has the fats from the oil that all this was cooked in, along with the fat that was inside of the egg yolk, because I eat the whole egg. I don't just do the egg white or the egg yolk. No, you eat the whole thing, all right? If it comes out of a shell, eat it. So now that we know what the three macronutrients are, what exactly is important pre and post workout? I just want to say, you want to eat all three before and after a workout. You shouldn't be only eating one macronutrient before the workout. You shouldn't only be prioritizing one afterwards. Typically, the one that gets prioritized after the workout is always protein. You always hear what's that. You gotta eat your protein after workout. You gotta down that protein shake after the workout. Oh no, anabolic window. Gotta get some protein in, or else you'll lose your gains. Nah, nah, nah. Prioritize all three. However, how much of each one that you eat will vary depending on if it's before your workout or after your workout. Now, before a workout, for the most part, carbs are going to be your best friends. Okay, why is that exactly? Because, like I previously said, carbs are your body's primary fuel source. If you're someone who hits the gym hard, which if your goal is to build muscle, like this video entails, then yeah, you should be hitting the gym hard. Carbs are your body's immediate source of energy for good hard workouts. Fats, on the other hand, are your body's fuel source for kind of just slow, moderate exercise. So put it to you this way. If you're working out hard in the gyms, pumping the iron, getting a good pump, lifting heavy, bodybuilding type workouts, then yeah, your body's going to be relying on carbs for energy. But if you're just on the treadmill, kind of going, on a walk, maybe a light jog, then yeah, you're going to be using fats. The higher the intensity of exercise, the more your body's going to be relying on carbs for energy. The lower the intensity of exercise, the more fat your body's going to be relying on. So when it comes to before working out, your pre-workout meal, you want to go ahead and really get those carbs in. It doesn't mean you're only going to be eating carbs. No, you're also going to be eating protein, but you want to emphasize the carbs a little bit more. So this type of meal right here, this will be perfect for pre-workout because it has plenty of carbs because of the amount of potatoes that are in it, along with the peppers, fruits, vegetables. Those are carbs too, even though they're considered fruits and vegetables. They're healthy micronutrients. At the end of the day, what food group, what macronutrient would you put those under? You'd put those under carbs. So this is perfect right here. And then also the fat from the egg and the fat from that's in the sausage, the fat from the oil that this was cooked in, all of those add up to the energy that your body is about to need to burn throughout this workout that's about to happen. So again, before your workout, go ahead and prioritize the carbs. You need energy. Why do you think you see Olympians or athletes always eat a lot of pasta, a lot of rice, a lot of bread right before every major workout or before a big game? Necessary. So now you just went through your workout. You pumped the iron, you got that bench PR, you hammered your legs, you did your rows, building up that V taper back. Now it's time for that post workout nutrition. And that's also part of the reason why I have supplements here with me. Typically, we always hear they drink their protein shake after the workout. So they got their protein powder, and then if there's someone that takes creatine, go for it. And then my coffee right here is actually caffeine. But, we'll hold off on a little bit on that. But typically the protein is what we always see everyone eating after the workout. But here's the thing, that's not the only thing that you need to be eating. That's not the only macronutrient that's important. Again, we want to still prioritize all three: protein, carbs, fats. And it goes to show you that this meal that I'm eating right here will also be a great post-workout meal. Because again, it has all three that we need, and it still has the amount of each that I need for a person of my size, my weight, my height, and what my goals are to build muscle. You still want to get plenty of protein after the workout. Just how carbs were your best friends before a workout, now protein is going to be your best friend after workout, because you just put your muscles through that workout. We want to immediately kickstart that recovery process so that way they could start recovering, the muscles can heal up and they could grow bigger and stronger. And the way it's going to do that is by getting adequate amount of protein in. Now, whether you do it through a supplement like protein powder, which is what typically the gym bros would do, or if you get it through an actual meal, which I think would be more beneficial, then go for it, or maybe even a combination of both. You can go ahead and blend up a post-workout shake. I got plenty of videos on this channel showing what my post-workout shake is. It's a lot of real food blended up. And I also got other videos showing real food blended up along with a scoop of protein powder. But again, you want to get both in: protein, carbs, and fats. But protein is going to be a little bit more important just after the workout, just how carbs are a little bit more important before the workout. It doesn't mean we're only eating carbs before the workout and only eating protein after the workout. We're still doing both. It's just one is going to be a little bit more than the other. And just a little side note, since we're talking about post-workout nutrition, this is the big one that I always hear everyone talk about, which I don't necessarily think they understand what it is that they're saying. Anabolic window. For those who may not know what it is, it's something in the gym community. Maybe the gym bros that would say, "Oh, like, oh no, I gotta reach that anabolic window. I gotta get my protein in immediately after I work out." It's this so-called idea that you need to eat adequate amounts of protein within 30 minutes of finishing your workout, because if not, then that entire workout was a waste and you're not going to get results because you're not getting protein immediately in your system after. Don't buy into that. Okay, there's no rush. There's plenty of research out there showing what the true anabolic window is. Jeff Nipper on his channel has a great video explaining the whole concept behind it. No, realistically, as long as the meal you eat before your workout and the meal that you eat after your workout are no more than 5 hours apart, you're good to go. So let's just say you eat your pre-workout meal at 12, you work out. As long as you don't eat your next meal past 5, you're still good because that's still within those 5 hours. So you see, it goes to show you don't need to eat the protein 30 minutes after the workout. Nothing's going to happen if you go 31, 32, 33 minutes. No. Pre-workout meal, post-workout meal, keep it under 5 hours, you'll be fine. Now, will you see better results if you do get protein immediately after your workout? In my opinion, I do it anyways. I drink a post-workout shake right after I'm done working out. Not necessarily because I'm worried about the anabolic window. It's just that I'm starving by the end of my workout from how hard I push myself. You know, I want something now. Like, I just burned off all those calories. I want to refuel it. I'm hungry. I'm starving. I'm going to go ahead and down it. Why not? But, like I said, that's just me. That's what works for me. Find out what works best for you. Some people can go a couple of hours after the workout, still not feel hungry, but eventually, you know, you obviously do want to get something in your system, especially something with protein, whether it be a whole meal or supplements. Do what you believe is best for you. And since we're talking about supplements, now we can go ahead and talk about all three of these, our lovely ladies of the evening. We got creatine, caffeine in the form of coffee, and protein powder. If you were to only take 3 supplements ever in your life, I would say it's these 3. Creatine, which is, you know, typical powder, monohydrate, whether you get it in a pill form or just a powder like this, as long as it's monohydrate, you'll be fine. Don't buy into everyone else selling all these other different types of creatine that they modified. Not all that is just a scam to get more of your money. Monohydrate is the only way to go. It's cheap, it's effective, there's plenty of research backing its benefits. Caffeine could come in various ways, whether it be coffee or pre-workout or whatever it may be. Just, you know, you need caffeine, something that, you know, gives you a lot of energy. Great. Protein powder, so many different brands, whether it be plant-based, animal-based, whether it be isolate, concentrate. I got a video explaining the different types of protein powders. You figure out which one's best for you. But these 3 supplements right here have plenty of research backing out their benefits and that they are in fact effective for helping you reach your goals, fitness goals specifically. Now, as far as pre and post workout go, when do we take each one? In my opinion, the only one that will be a little bit more time sensitive, quote unquote time sensitive, will be the caffeine. Just because it makes sense to drink it before your workout. Too many times I see people drinking an energy drink while they're working out, or they put their scoop of pre-workout in their shaker bottle and they're sipping it as they work out. So I always think of it as, by the time you're done working out, you'll finally be done with your pre-workout or whatever it is that you're drinking that has caffeine in it. And then by the time you're done working out, now you have the full amount of caffeine in your system. Now you have the full amount of energy, now fully kicked in. But at that point, why do you need it? You're already done with your workout. So I feel like if you're going to be drinking caffeine, it should be before your workout, so that way it kicks in time for you to actually feel the benefits and feel the effects during your workout, so you have the energy. But, you know, that's just me. Do what you feel is best. For some people, if you work out in the morning like myself, you know, there's also research showing that you shouldn't be drinking caffeine immediately upon waking up. But me, immediately upon waking up, I'm already working out. So there are some times where I'll work out in the morning, but I won't drink any coffee or won't have any pre-workout or anything. But my post-workout shake, I go ahead and throw, you know, a couple scoops of instant coffee in there. Boom, I get my caffeine after the workout. That's just because, you know, I'm trying to follow, you know, the research of not drinking caffeine immediately upon waking up within the first like 90 minutes or so. But everyone's a little different, but, you know, just take that into account. That one's the only one that's a little bit of time sensitive. Also, because if you work out in the evening, if you take a lot of pre-workout, a lot of energy drinks, you work out, but is the caffeine gonna wear out completely? Maybe. For some people, maybe not. And then you gotta go to sleep right after, because again, you are working on in the evening. So this one's a little bit more time sensitive, just based on what time of day you're working out and how long it's gonna take for it to wear out and get out of your system, so you can get adequate amounts of sleep. But regardless, I always feel like caffeine should, at the end of the day, be before your workout, because you need the caffeine, you need the energy to fuel you through the gains you're about to make. Now, as far as protein and creatine go, the timing is not really as specific. If you are going to be taking supplements, like I said, most people will drink protein powder shake after the workout, but you could eat a whole meal that has protein after your workout as well. Some people in the morning, they don't have as big of an appetite, especially like myself. I don't really eat that much in the morning. Then they go ahead and just make a quick protein shake at this, or maybe sometimes they go their coffee, and then a scoop of protein in there. Boom, you got your caffeine, you got your coffee in there, but it doesn't really have as much of, I guess, timing between when you should take protein powder before or after. If you want to use it as a way to get your protein after the workout, because if we just said after the workout you want to get that adequate amount of protein take, then this is a pretty convenient way. Because especially like if you're someone who's so worried about getting protein in after the workout, you can't wait to drive home to get it. This will be a good thing to keep in your gym bag, and then have a shaker cup, scoop in, drink it, boom, drink it on your way to home from the gym, and once you're home, then go ahead and eat your full meal. But whatever. And then creatine, same thing. I don't think there's really any difference whether you take it before workout or after workout. Just take it as long as you take it every day. And I personally try to stay consistent with the time that I do take it. There has been some research showing that there is just the slightest bit higher absorption rate if you take it after your workout, but realistically it's not enough to make that big of a drastic difference. So when I make my post-workout shake, I throw my protein powder in there. I just throw the creatine in there because I'm like, all right, I'm already adding one powder, might as well add the other ones. It's just a good way to help me remember when to take it. That pretty much sums up the 3 supplements. Caffeine, I would say time sensitive, drink it before the workout so you have energy for the workout. Protein powder, it's a little bit more convenient for most to drink it after because you do need protein after your workout. Creatine, take when you can. I just like to pair up the 2 together. It has no flavor regardless, so it won't affect whatever shake you're making in terms of flavor. So do what you got to do. So there you have it, everyone. Hopefully this video was helpful. I know there's a lot of information out there about what to eat pre-workout versus what to eat post-workout. At the end of the day, everyone's going to be a little different. Some people don't even eat anything before the workout. They like to work out while they're fasting. If that works for you, then by all means, go for it. Some people, they only eat one time a day at the very end of the day. All right, that's where they get all their calories, all their protein, carbs, fats, whatever. Just whatever works for you, works for you. Everyone's gonna be a little different. This is just a general consensus for, the common folk, the majority of all of us. Unless you're like a really high performing athlete or like a professional in your field or whatever it may be, then that's when I'll get a little bit more nitpicky about the details between pre and post nutrition. But for many of us, we're just working out because we love it. No aspirations to compete. We're not pursuing a high level. We're just doing it because we enjoy it. It's good to know just at least the basics. So there you have it. Comment down below if this video was helpful. Comment down below if you have any tips or any information, any knowledge, any education about pre and post workout nutrition, what you should eat, when should you eat, how much you should eat it between the 2. And also just comment down below any other video suggestions you'd like to see me do, whether it be about mindset, motivation, nutrition, diets, workouts, programs, whatever it is. Comment down below. I'd be more than happy to help you all out. Be sure to subscribe not just to my YouTube channel, but my girlfriend's YouTube channel, couple's YouTube channel, see them on any new videos. Because remember, new videos on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So don't miss out. And the Instagram, TikTok, same thing. Be sure to follow me on my accounts, girlfriend's accounts, couple's accounts. I put all the links down in the description below. With that being said, I'll catch y'all next time.